It's starting to go live on. So we are now live with short pants. That looks good. Okay, here we go. We are live on YouTube. We don't have any viewers now, I think so, but this will change. Yeah, it's always when you guys go also on YouTube and look at this, you will see it is a little bit 30 seconds behind everything. Yeah. When we talking now, I mean, Levi, you know this, and Ram, you know it also, but Terry, for you. But when you go on a second screen also live, then you will see what's going on. Yeah, and the first people also coming now and joining us. So we have seven viewers now, and welcome everybody. And I will read also. Sorry for my pronouncing, people. So okay. So, oh, Merdat is also there. Found it, he say, found it. Okay, so guys, yeah, welcome. Thank you very much, Levi and Terry, for this very early time and this very late time. So for everybody who's watching now, the idea first was to introduce everybody by himself. So I think we will start with the guy who is most far away. So Terry, tell us where you are, which time do you have, what is your business, how long are you in the detailing industry, and then we move to Ram and then Levi.
Yeah, so my name is Terry and I'm down under in Australia, in Perth, which is Western Australia. It's 10 p.m. or just after 10 p.m. here. I have been in the industry for over 15 years, and I represent a few brands in Australia. Colourlock, of course, one of them. And yeah, it's evening time for me.
Okay, so
that's awesome.
Ram, what are you doing, Ram?
Everyone, Ram here, Colourlock UK in North America, in London, afternoon time. And yeah, been in the game for about coming up to 7-8 years now, doing Colourlock specifically for the last 6 years. So really enjoying it. And yeah, happy to be here.
Levi.
Thanks, brother. So yeah, you guys all, hopefully, maybe some of you that don't know me, Levi Gates. I'm in Boise, Idaho. It's about 8 a.m. now. So I've been a detailer for 23 years. I work for the rag company. I'm the brand development manager for the rag company, but I am very good friends with Ram and Lars. And I am, as of, gosh, a month ago, a certified leather repair person with Colourlock. So super fun to be able to do that. But for me, it was, you know, I've always liked these guys. We get along really well. We've had a lot of fun at all the different shows. And it was one of those things that, you know, at 40 years old, I figured it was time to learn a new skill. And as many detailers just don't seem to understand, leather is a very different animal. And many detailers just think that leather is vinyl, is plastic. It's the same thing. You clean them all the same when they're not. And, you know, I don't consider myself to be a, you know, hardcore professional, but I am. Like I said, I've been in the industry for a really long time, and that's all I've done. I was raised a detailer. So to be able to learn from, you know, Ram and Lars about leather has been probably one of the biggest things I've done, or most knowledge I've acquired in a short amount of time. You know, so I'm just happy to be a part of this team and excited to be here. So thanks, guys, for having me.
Yeah, so thank you very much. To my person, I'm Lars Pickhardt. I'm in Germany, in the north of Germany. I have also afternoon now. It's 4 in the afternoon. So for Ram and me, it's more or less a nice time. And Levi,
It's normal Friday afternoon, really.
a
Yeah.
normal Friday afternoon. And for Levi and Terry, I know. But yeah, thank you guys very, very much to join us here. So yeah, the idea was because we saw more and more this kind of Q&As because the whole world is stopping by the coronavirus, and we need different ways to go in touch. But I saw always just chats in one country, not across the globe. So my idea was to ask Levi and Terry, who are 14 hours different or something like this, if we can do something like this and to get a better idea for everybody, how has the coronavirus effect on the detailing industry in the whole global? Because I had a lot of calls in the last 2-3 weeks with all our partners across the world, and it's everywhere a different situation, more worse or less worse. And yeah, we just want to talk a little bit about it, how it is in Australia, how it is in Europe, how it's in UK, how it is in US, and also give some hope that you still can do something also in this this hard time. So that is a little bit the idea, and everybody's also welcome to send your questions. We are live here on YouTube, and just write it down. I will read it, and yeah, maybe I will start with these guys who already write something down that we can welcome them. So aviation aircraft, Aviana Aircraft Detailing. So Merhat is joining us here. He say founded. So welcome, Merhat. Nice that you are here. Then Dino is saying hello, guys. Looking forward to an awesome Q&A. That's up to you. We need your questions, and then we try the best. And if we don't get enough questions, we will speak a little bit about our situation and what we think, what we can do in this crazy time. So then I think Dino is from Croatia. So then Wesley Olex, Levi. So a special.
What's up, Wes?
Krishna, Murthy. Hi, this is Krishna from India. Hey, Krishna from India, you're welcome. I heard also that India is locked down completely, and it's a hard situation for everybody there. I had a call with Binil from Nice Guys a few days ago, and another guy from India, some chats. And but we can talk a little bit later how the situation is in India. So Maren, hi everyone. Maren is our IT specialist. So she creates every website. So when you go on Lederzentrum.de or Colourlock.com or every other website, Maren is our woman for all this nerdy stuff. No? Also the Australian website she did. So yeah, cool. Also, she lives in Berlin. So it's also a normal Friday for her. Then Igor from Germany, a good, nice customer and friend. Hello, Igor. You're welcome. Merhat again. Chris Power, I think I have to make it bigger. Or
Chris Power is my wife trying to sneak up on me and trying to make sure I am where I say I
that's
am.
Okay. Okay, it's your wife. Christina, welcome.
That's Christina, yeah. So she's just keeping an eye on me.
Detailing collective. Yes, I don't know which language this is, but
Mr. Ramirez.
Is that what they call you, Ram?
That's your new I think that's the next guy. That's the next guy, but I think I'd prefer Ramon, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, Ramon. No? Okay, so thank you, people, and Joe, Apollo, hi to all. Lars is a hygiene cleaner, 100% effects. So the first question we get, so we launched a new product. Well, I have to say it's not really a new product because we launched this product around about 10 years ago for a company who produced dental chairs. And they asked us, Can you please make a product what will kill or will clean, hygiene clean, so will reduce bacterial virus, but on the same time it has to be friendly to the vinyl surface what is on a dental chair. So we produce this hygiene cleaner, and in this situation a employee from us, a guy from the production say, oh, this hygiene cleaner what we sell to the dental chair companies makes sense for this time now. And I said, we say, yeah, of course it makes sense. So we have to open it for the free market. What we did now in Germany is every customer who buys something on our website in Germany will get one for free also. So every order we send a hygiene cleaner for free. And the question is this cleaner 100% effective? So 100% no, because now disinfection, what is the correct pronouncing?
Disinfectant, yeah.
Disinfectant product you can't get. So even when you buy a strong hand disinfectant, it's mostly 98, 99%, something like this. And that is the same thing about our hygiene cleaner. It will kill or defected 90, 95%. So you still have a little bit on it, but on the same time, it is much more gentle than when compared to products when you use it, when you use a defective product for your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, Lars, I have a question regarding this. I mean, something that I wanted to possibly clarify to a certain degree for myself as well, but also for some of the other guys there, is what is really the difference between a cleaner, a sanitizer, and a disinfectant? So is there, I mean, we all know a cleaner cleans, but in terms of looking at germs, how are the three products sort of different?
So I'm not sure what you mean with the product in the middle, but the first, a leather cleaner is concentrating of remove dirt, of course. No?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit like when we go to detailing, I think Levi, it's right that you have foam who has a low pH and doesn't clean so well like to a foam who has a higher pH. So you have different kind of foams who remove better the clean, and you don't need a cloth, or you have a higher foam who cleans more with Tenside and soap. Is it true, no? You know what I mean?
So yeah, you've got basically you're right. So you've got a couple different cleaners and agents that there are some that are just going to clean and scrub the surface or wipe the surface clean. Then you've got others that are going to change the pH of the surface, and then kind of what you were talking about. So in mostly the way we've been discussing things is you've got a cleaner which is cleaning. Probably its job is to, in terms of leather, is going to bring the pH back, right? It's going to clean it. Yeah. It's going to clean the surface. It's going to bring the pH back to neutral. Then you've got very highly acidic cleaners or high alkaline cleaners that sometimes are mixed in with disinfectants. They are going to dry out. They're going to damage the plastics and leather. So those are much better at removing bacteria and viruses. Most of them are only able to remove bacteria. They're not designed to remove of the virus itself. And that's where they get to that 99 and up percentage on the bacteria removal. Then you get into the actual virucides and the virus cleaners that have to have, here in the US, they have to have FDA certification. And they have to be adjusted by the CDC. So FDA is Food and Drug Administration, and then CDC is Center for Disease Control. And so you cannot state that it removes viruses unless it has an FDA logo, especially in regards to COVID-19. So there are a lot of products that may say, hey, we've got Microban, or we've got an antimicrobial or an antibacterial agent in it. That works, it's great, you can use it, but it's not going to remove the virus.
Yeah.
Same way microfiber towels, microfiber can, just microfiber alone, just one, a normal microfiber towel can remove 99.9% of all bacteria on the surface with just water. So wiping, you'll remove all that bacteria, but it's all now in the towel. So you have to dispose of that, or you have to clean it and use some form of agent to clean that out of the towel. So it really depends on the product that you're using, and making sure that you're not making any claims as a detailer or as a interior expert to say, hey, I fully sanitized the vehicle.
Yeah, but that's good that you point on this, because that is exactly what I can say to this. So when you use a normal leather cleaner, you will remove also all the bacteria, but it is not certified, and there's no because there's a tenside and or tenside inside, is a soap inside, and it will remove also bacteria, but it is not showing up and certified by the government. And the hygiene cleaner, the difference between the normal leather cleaner, who is designed for cleaning, the hygiene cleaner is designed for remove bacteria and virus. And it is also certified. We have more or less the same system in Europe. We have to certify this product. We did this already. And we have also lab tests that we can show the people that will remove really on the surface the hygiene. And the hygiene cleaner has a low pH, very low. It's under 4. It's nearly by 3.
Wow.
What is necessary for virus like the corona, because the corona has a hard skin, and you have to melt
Break
it,
that skin.
break that skin, that you can kill the virus. And you can do this in the best way, not just with alcohol, what the most people think. You can do this very well with a low pH. So when it's under 4, you have a good effect on this. So that is how it works. And this is a different, to answer your question, Ram, that is a different, on the normal leather cleaner, we are concentrating on a cleaning process to remove dirt, to make the dirt soft that we can wipe it. On the hygiene cleaner, disinfector product, we concentrate on this pH. We have a little bit alcohol inside also to remove all of this, and then we have this certificates. Yeah.
Cool. I saw there's a question from Nico in Belgium, whose question is to do with the wipes, the hygiene wipes. He's asking, he's got a customer who bought the hygiene wipes. Can she use it to disinfect her hands as well? I think you can, right?
Yeah, you can. But so Nico is a guy I know very well. He's a friend from me. He's from Belgium. Sometimes he visits us also in our headquarters. So hi, Nico. Nice that you joined this session too. And Nico, yeah, you can do this, but we don't have a certificate to use it on human skin, because this is cosmetic products. And then you need a special certificate for this. And we are not a cosmetic production. We produce chemicals, but we don't produce cosmetic products. It's the same with the Volvo products or with the Swissvax products. Of course, we have this knowledge, and normally we can do this, but we are not concentrating on this. We produce chemicals for leather or outside of the car and all of these things. Yeah, but don't forget all the other people. So there's.
So Wesley Oakes, working for Nissan North America, manufacturing engines for Mercedes-Benz. I've seen the auto industry as a whole take a dive in new car sales. How are sales of detail supplies? Are they up or down? So
I have to understand this question.
So
is this this one's for you, Levi, really?
Yeah, so Wesley's asking basically, so he works in the car industry. I know Wesley.
Yeah.
And he's also a detailer. And so what he's saying is, have we noticed as detail supply manufacturers, have we noticed a uptick in sales, or because car sales are going down here in the US, they're offering 84-month terms with 0% down 0 payments for 6 months, 3 to 6 months, and they're basic and 0% interest. So they're practically giving cars away. So so he's doing that, and they've started doing that because they want to bring sales up. So I'll say, rag company, we have noticed the opposite. We have a very high increase in sales because more people are staying home, they're working from home, and they're tackling a bunch of projects that they just have in the garage, or they are, you know, they have some income, and so they've started learning. There's a lot of stuff in the news, in different blog posts, things like that about microfiber and its cleaning ability. So we've seen large amount of sales of that. And then as well, people just, they want to try and keep their cars, their interiors clean, things like that. So they're buying products to clean all their cars or cleaning their interiors, you know, just as a process or a project. So we have noticed a huge uptick in sales, so much that they've been asking for the volunteers from the office staff to come down and help pack orders. So for us, it's still going straight and strong. So that may change in a couple weeks as more people are now like flattened out in our home more. But the last few weeks, we've just seen a massive spike. So what about you guys?
Yeah, in Germany, we supply a lot of car industry and also the suppliers of the car industry. So this business is completely by zero from one day to the next day. So the most factories closed 2.5 weeks ago. So we have 0 orders. We had some a little bit 2-3 days before they closed everything. We had a lot of orders, because the employees of the factories, they ordered quickly some products just to be sure that they have, after the lockdown or the shutdown, that they have still products there that they can start quickly. But now we have zero income from the car industry and from the furniture industry, and also from furniture houses but we still find, because that is what you say, end customers, car enthusiasts, detailers, they have more to do, or they still have to do, and we are busy in the production and in the shipping at the moment. So it's
yeah, I think the same for us. I mean, when it comes to end users, we are busy. The number of orders we've got is actually been higher than ever before for a normal weekday. We're getting the number of orders that we'd normally get on a Monday, on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we're experiencing that when it comes to end users. But I think professionals, to a certain degree, I know at least in the UK, detailers are being extremely cautious about, you know, going out and doing the work. They've got work, from what I understand. They've got customers who want their cars done, and you know, but a lot of detailers are just being cautious and being responsible, you know, in terms of going out there and doing the work. So it is a tough place to be, I think, because on one hand, they don't want to sort of compromise on what the government's told everyone to stay indoors and, you know, to not do the work. But at the same time, there's not much help for self-employed people. There's some sort of help being put out, but not nearly. It's not as straightforward. So for these people to get access to that financial help. So it's a tough situation when it comes to detailers, I think. But yeah, our professional sales have gone down as well.
Yeah. How's down under?
Yeah, I would say quite similar to the UK. If you separate retail sales from trade sales to car detailers, the retail sales are up, online orders are up, but orders to professional detailers have dropped. And I think that's a reflection of the guys out there that have less work to do, or maybe they can't travel anymore due to travel restrictions, if they're mobile. So yeah, so it's two different categories.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
yeah, I didn't mean to jump the gun earlier there. It was just because we were talking about the hygiene cleaner and we had this question from Nico. I thought we'll just speak about that very quickly, but I think
that's no problem. So Lederreparatur, Lederwerkstatt Neukirch, this is Alex, hello at all. Hello, Alex. He's a Colourlock center here in Germany. So Dino, again, can you use Colourlock professional colors to paint plastic dashboards into interior plastic? So yes, you can.
Yes.
But you have to prepare the surface different than you prepare for leather. So you have to use a GLD. When it is a hard plastic, you have to use a plastic primer. We added more crosslinker in the color, we added crosslinker in the color. So the hardener inside of color, we added also in the clear coat. So you can do this, yes, but it's a different process, and you are welcome to ask our partner in your country or directly to Ram or me or Terry how it works. And then we can send you an instruction, whatever. So that's, yes, you can. So creating Alex Neukirch. Nico, we already answered this question. Saron FR is where is he going now? Okay, they're creating from Germany. So Sebastian, he's a guy who has a very knowing YouTube channel for detailing products. So he do a lot of tests. Welcome, nice that you are here. Ian, hi chaps. Heinrich Huber, it's also a friend for me. He has a company who repair every surfaces, a very, very special company. And now I think we get a question. Cleaning, removal of dirt, sensitizing, removal of dirt and surface germs, bacteria, difference, level of sanitizing above 90% for COVID-19 to remove is ozone general in the car at the last 30 minutes. Maybe one of you guys who can pronounce English well.
No, I think
read this again.
No, I think he's just trying to. When I posed the question about cleaning, sanitizing, and disinfecting, he's just trying to put it out the main difference between the three. So I think what he's saying is cleaning is obviously just removal of dirt, sanitizing is removal of dirt, but also removing surface germs and bacteria. And when you say a product is disinfecting, the level of sanitization is going to be above 90%. So removing and killing the germs is going to be above 90%.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Disinfecting. So I think that's a very, very good point.
The biggest thing I'm going to say about that is you need to check within your country and your health organizations because sometimes some of them are stating an ozone generator won't kill it. It'll kill a lot of bacteria, but an ozone generator's job is to replace oxygen atoms with ozone atoms. So it would change the molecular structure of whatever bacteria is in the air. So it can't technically kill a virus, but it can mutate certain, not mutate is the word, but you know.
Correct me if I'm wrong, is there people out there who are saying that a particular treatment of some sort will like get rid of the COVID-19?
There's a lot of, that's probably one of the biggest things we've had in the US is just detailers that are trying to, you know, they're Americans. They want to keep their business going. They want to, you know, I'm sure that's for everybody in the world, but they seem to take it where, you know, a lot of them when they were the government was shutting them down, looking to become marked as an essential.
Essential, okay.
But in the US, you need to be certified in biohazard to be able to keep that. And a lot of detailers aren't. And so those that were biohazard certified were allowed to stay open. Those that weren't. And so the IDA has stated that, you know, don't state unless you have biohazard certifications in your area, do not state that you can remove that kind of stuff. So, so Detailing Collective is correct in a lot of his stuff, but I'd watch out for the claim that an ozone generator in a car for 30 minutes is effective to remove COVID-19. That's all. So
I think in the current environment, you wouldn't want to claim that any product would remove it. I think that's sort of the approach that I would take, certainly. You know, I'd rather under promise and say, well, this is just, we can just try and deter it. We can just, we can do is try and clean it and make the best of the situation.
Like we said.
my think on this is, or what I think is, I mean, the main thing about this situation, what we have now, is to care for your own cleaning. You know that you wash your hand.
Yeah, your own personal
regularly.
clean.
Yeah, that you're personally clean is the main
Yeah.
thing, I think. So that you have distance to people is a second good thing. And when it comes to the car or to other things,
Secondary, yeah.
yeah, just clean it well with gentle products, with products. What is the idea of this? To clean this, don't use alcohol or something aggressive or very acid products, too acid products or whatever, that you make damages on the surfaces. Use products what is for these products. And when you have soap inside and when you have Tenside inside, then you will clean it also on a hygiene point, or you clean it also on a disinfecting point. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not certified, but because to get sick on the coronavirus, that you will touch a steering wheel, this option is very low that it will happen. No?
Well, and it's just, as we've all said, like you said, personal cleaning, so washing hands, your doorknobs in your house, you know, things that you touch, your normal touch points. So we said at the rag company, like, clean those touch points in your vehicle, you know, your steering wheel, because how many people sneeze on their steering wheel? You know, or Anthony we've all know is a very big, he's a little germaphobe a bit. So his thing was, he gets out to put gas in the car. The person before him probably doesn't wipe down the gas pump. So his thing is, hey, you know, I'm gonna clean, I have a glove I can put on to pump the gas. Then I get back in my car, take the glove off, I clean my hands, then I touch my steering wheel. That way the steering wheel is still clean from when I cleaned it. It's my personal area.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
cleaning
what I
that
mean.
area, and I'm getting out, and then I'm getting into the public, but I'm trying to limit the cross contamination. And so,
that's what I mean.
you know, and like you said, clean yourself, clean your own items, keep yourself healthy, and then watch out for the extra stuff. It's just, that's the easiest way. So
yeah, absolutely.
all right.
Okay, so next question is from Igor. What is your favorite products? There are certainly more than enough perfect things. There is sure to be something you like to use most. So that is always independent about what we are talking. So when we talk about leather, brand new leather, I like my mild leather cleaner. When we're talking about cleaning my steering wheels, I have a preferred, not steering wheels, when we talk about frames outside of the car, what is it? Felgen? What is the English word? I forgot it.
Fenders?
So, no, but I mean, independent, what are you want to do? It's a different kind of products. I guess that's the same for you guys, huh? Or do you have
favorite products?
Yeah, favorite products, no? So, yeah.
Over the Colourlock stuff, I really like the little wipes. The wipes have been awesome.
Okay.
I've been using those. You guys gave me like a grip of them from SEMA. I still have them, so I've been using them. And then the mild leather cleaner, I've actually started using somewhat as a hand cleaner in a pinch. So that came from Lars. So been using that when we don't have anything, but I keep it in my car. And I have that and a towel in the car. And then I have the wipes. I put a couple wipes in my wife's car here, and then some in my other car. And that way it's just, you know, hey, if you're out of the Clorox wipes, just give it a good wipe down, clean the steering wheel, the door handles, you know, the shifter, all the stuff that you would touch, you know, getting back in the car if we've gone out. And I just really like them because how many of us have been washing our hands so much, and you know, we've got the cracked knuckles, and you know, I feel like I've been in a barroom brawl now with all these busted knuckles. So you know, I like it because it doesn't seem to dry them out as much as like other soaps and things. So
Excellent.
Okay, what's about you,
Terry?
Yeah, just traditional leather cleaner. Some steam is sometimes good for interior. Depends how bad it is. But yeah, I just keep it simple. leather cleaner, good quality cloths. Yeah.
What's your favorite Swissvax product? Do you have a favorite Swissvax product?
Are we talking leather or anything?
No, just I don't know. I don't think so. It's not just leather. So, but I think you are now the distributor for over 10 years in Austria for Australia for Swissvax. So maybe you have also a main Swissvax product. I don't know.
The waxes are magnificent, and it's the waxes that really stand out. So yeah, I would have to say the waxes from the Swissvax range. From the Colourlock range, the leather cleaner strong is fabulous. Probably the best leather cleaner I've ever used. Yeah, so they're the products that I like to use.
Fantastic.
Okay, that's your turn.
Well, when it comes to me, I think I remember back in the day, the issues with denim and jean stains on leather used to be a big thing, and it was something that people were always sort of scared to tackle. And for me, when I found, or when I used the GLD solvent the first time, the way that product works, and it's just, once you understand how to use the product, it is so effective. It is, one of the best products out there. And the way it works is that because it's got the high flash time, so it allows to, cleans it in a very gentle way, which is what I like about the GLD solvent. So that, the brush, the strong leather cleaner, I think those would be my sort of go-to favorite products, from our range.
Okay, cool. So the next question is for you, Levi. It is from Nico from Belgium. Hi, Levi. I use Spies Hacker Permaloid 7010 as a panel wipe to take off polish residue. As my normal sprayers get killed in the product after a while, tried the IK sprayer. It dies as well. I'm completely out. I don't know what he's talking about, but so, I hope you have an idea.
Yeah, I do. So I don't know the product itself. I don't know Spies Heckler Permaloid 7010, but I do know he's been putting a panel wipe inside of an IK pump sprayer, and the pump sprayer seems to have given up the ghost. My guess is this might be not designed for the normal IK multi. I would probably recommend like an IK alkali. It has stronger seals, more designed for something that it sounds like a heavy solvent or a pretty good solvent. Because the normal IKs are not designed for solvents. They're safe for acids, but they're not safe for solvents or high alkali or products. So I would probably try that. Yeah, get in touch with your local IK rep or seller and ask them about an alkali version, which is a blue top IK. So.
Okay. So next is again, Nico, any recommendation which one is the best of this?
Yep, there you go. Blue alkali.
Yeah. So Maki from Norway, from Stavanger. Hello guys, greetings from Norway. Stay healthy. Yeah, the same to you. The same to you. I know that you have also harder regulation at the moment. It's still allowed to work in Norway, but also to do detailing, but it's not allowed to going outside with a main reason or something like that. So you have to stay home in Norway also, so it's a good time to work. So Wesley Oaks, that's great, Levi, and increase is what I expected. It's good to know. I'm glad the industry is healthy still and taking precautions on the. You can help me by the pronouncing, guys.
Taking precautions on the health side. Yeah, no, I think. I think that's there with every industry at the moment, but it's definitely good to see that the detailing industry is at the forefront and sort of advising people on what products are safe to use.
Okay. So the next lady is my daughter. Joy Colourlock. That's my daughter. Hey, everyone. Yeah, nice, Joy, that you join us here also. That's her real name, so not Colourlock, but Joy. Okay, so Jason Dodd.
Jason, good afternoon.
Jason, what's up, dude?
Yeah. So next one is Merat. Color scanner is awesome. Planning on adding more colors to do it. Thank Merat. Yeah, Colourlock scanner is very well, good working system. Then Jason Dodd again. Question is, do we know how long it lies on leather? For metal, it's days, but not seen much on other. So the Corollas.
Okay. Yeah,
so
the
on leather,
clothing.
no?
Yeah. How long does it stay on leather?
I don't know. I know that I also hear a lot of different kind of information about metal. It is between 24 and 70.
24, 48, 72, yeah, all sorts
70 hours. So I don't know if it really is somebody who really knows what is true. I don't know. Do you hear something in the US? Or
No, again, the same. I've heard conflicting
Yep.
information when it comes to all different types of surface, and certainly I haven't done any tests to know, to
The
be
truth is, we don't know.
advised one way or the other,
Yeah. What is in Australia?
Yeah, we don't know. For leather, we've heard lots of things about metal and wood and surfaces, 2 to 3 days at the maximum. But for leather, we don't know.
Does the weather have an effect on it? So if it's too hot, does that
Well,
mean wouldn't last?
we are entering our winter soon, so which is
okay.
possibly why Australia isn't so badly affected right now. But when we come up to the flu season, which is coming up very quickly, that's when possibly we may hit some more trouble. But so far, we're relatively unscathed compared to the US and the UK. I think for Levi, you guys must be seeing it the worst. You've got one of the, you guys are going really in trouble over there. How's the outlook over there in general from the detailing? What does the future look like for the next few months?
A lot of, I think more people are going to basically there's an order now that they're trying to tell everybody in the country to stay home as much as you can. Don't go to work. It's pretty much effective all the way around on all the states, all 50 of them. And so, but each state is different. So like I spoke to a friend of mine in New Jersey, and New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut are kind of that tri-state area are kind of the epicenter. And so it's pretty bad there. And that they're having a lot of issues. Other states, which we noticed was, well, not a state, but Puerto Rico, for instance, is picking plates. So if your license plate ends in an odd number, you're allowed to leave your house on these days. If it ends in an even number, you're allowed to leave your house on these days. And they're just trying to ration the number of cars out and people out. Here in Idaho, we were one of the last states to get it, or to have a case reported. We probably had people that had it, but we don't have testing. We don't have enough testing capability. So it's going to be very different and interesting to see how it shakes out. But Idaho has just finally, the schools are closed, parks are closed, government offices are closed, public facilities are closed, like the library and the museums and the things like that. So school is closed until the 20th of April. I was just telling the boys beforehand, we'll see if they keep it closed the rest of the year, or the rest of the school year, which is one more month after this, so basically May. But it's going to be interesting to see more companies. The rag company where I work is deemed essential because we sell cleaning supplies and we sell a lot to our local hospital, and so we are allowed to stay open. Now, most businesses are allowed still to be open. The biggest thing they've closed is bars and restaurants and gathering places. So detail shops are still working, dealerships are still going. They've enacted social distancing, so no more than 10 at a time in a building, in a location. And so It's interesting to see where it's going to go. A lot of people think because it's going to be summertime that it's going to go away, but there's countries that are very warm all year round that haven't been affected as well. And so that's one of those things where we've had to, you know, a lot of people have to kind of fight against that and go, just do what you're told, do what you're supposed to do, and hopefully we'll get through this. Take care of your family, take care of your own, you know. And then Wednesday we had an earthquake for the first time in 37 years. So that was really fun. Tuesday. So that was really fun to experience an earthquake on top of that. So, but for that, it'll be interesting to see. So, and at the rag company, we're practicing that social
I was
distancing.
looking at some numbers, and Australia has 5,350 cases as of today, and we have a population of 25 million people. So we're relatively unscathed until now, compared to your numbers.
Yeah, and U.S. has increased dramatically. Boise, our numbers have almost doubled every day. So it's been surprising. So, but
I wish you luck over there, man.
Thanks, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, for me, it's been, you know, rag company, we have 30 employees, and basically we've said that, you know, there's the 10 to 15 of us that are upstairs that work, you know, out of an office. We're all home, working from home as much as we can. That way our 15 employees that actually work in shipping and packaging and all that can actually continue to work. And then we've enacted social distancing as well, so that these employees have their 6 feet of space around them. We've got, if our place is set up like a campus, we've got different buildings. We've taken over some of those different buildings and just put tables and boxes out there so that team members can pack in that building, you know, so we can put 3 or 4 people in an empty building or a building area that, you know, that we're working on or something, just to space out those employees, try and keep them as safe as possible, keep them as healthy as possible, to continue the process for us. So
yeah, the same what we did. The same what we did, yeah. So the people who we can send home, they stay home and do work from there, and just care for more space that the people don't have so much contact to each other.
Yep. So
okay, so hello guys from Lukasz. He's a Colourlock guy in Poland, and Merat is asking, ozone basically oxidizes organic compounds. Yeah, that's true, but just on the surface, no?
Yep.
And Jason Dodd, people caching in on
COVID in the US and UK. Yeah, there's a lot of them. A lot of people trying to cash in on COVID in the UK as well. I mean, we've got a shop or a chain of shops called Sports Direct, and I mean, the owner of Sports Direct tried to claim that they were essential business. So and this is a substantially large company, so you know, when he can do it, I think a lot of the small guys can be excused, but yeah. No, so I've just found out that Detailing Collective is a good customer and friend of ours called Nick Jupe. I didn't know that name. He'd set himself up with that name. So yeah, that's Nick. Detailing Collective is Nick. So Nick says, fellow detailer has a microbiologist wife who confirms that O3 kills all. Well,
like I said, I'd just be leery about offering that. You never know. If you say like, oh, I guarantee it, you could, at least in the US, you could be held liable. So I wouldn't make a claim unless you know, that was backed by the government in any
I
instances.
certainly wouldn't.
So.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't be making any claims. So yeah. Next is Mirdad back again. Aviana aircraft, not super effective if you can't control for concentration and time exposure. Yeah, I think there's.
Agreed.
I think we've touched on it. Yeah, you know, there's going to be a lot of variations on it, but again, we don't want to get into details. Dino, what would you recommend to remove 5 years of baked-on cheap shine sprays on steering wheel? Steering wheel is made of perforated vinyl and leather. Used mild cleaner and it's still shiny as hell. Lars, you want to take this one?
Yeah, strong.
Strong. Keep moving up.
Brush.
Right? Use the brush. Use the brush. Keep moving up. The higher grade of cleaners. Work your way up, and I think the strong should remove it. If not, then you're probably going to have to move on to the solvent-based stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So then is Cesar.
Cesar Garcia, that is a detailer guy, Colourlock Center from Gran Canaria. Hello, Cesar, or hola, Cesar. It's better for you. You can say maybe 2-3 words in Spanish. Ram.
Hola, Cesar. ¿Qué tal? I hope you're all well. I think my Spanish usually works better when I've had 3 glasses of wine, but
he's writing good afternoon,
a
a big hug and greetings for all of Cesar from Gran Canaria Island. So in the Spanish language, for everybody who don't know, is hugging is a very common and friendly way to say I like you and best regards.
Just to say hello, really.
Just to say hello. So
Detailing Collective, Nick Jupe is another person who I tend to practice my Spanish with, which is why he's called me. He's messaged saying, WhatsApped you the COVID-19 info, Ramon.
You guys get to see it. Sorry, I have to show you. Anthony
Anthony, hi, how's it going?
Oh, Anthony, there you are, man. How's it going? Are you guys about to jump on your call?
They're gonna get started on their team meeting. So
fantastic.
We're gonna get that. Anthony, I'm gonna be muting myself so you don't have to listen to me.
Okay, super.
So
do you know also ozone generators can damage wires and plastic if it's for too long?
Yes,
installation on wires becomes really fraggile, no? So ocean generator can kill this, of course,
Yeah. So an ozone machine is awesome, and it's a great product to have in your shop because it does provide amazing odor removal. But there are some potential issues where you can damage your plastic, you can damage things like that, especially on some of the older vehicles. It can really dry a lot of stuff out. So
I mean, the most common mistake is they use it too long. Huh? Is it true? Or?
Yeah. A lot of people do. Nowadays they have timers on them, so you can crank them down, so you can adjust the amount of time that you want it to run in a vehicle. For really bad smells, I mean, there's sometimes I had to run it 8 hours in a vehicle to get that out. But when you run them that long, you get off gassing from the plastics that gets all over the glass. So you kind of got to clean the glass again, and like Merdad said, it does oxidize it, so it causes that off gassing and gets all over everything. So you just got to be careful with them. So
okay, Colourlock Romania. Hello everyone. Happy to see you. Hello Ramon. Best regards to Romania, and thanks for joining us. Juan Paulo Matias, Lars, by you advertised to clean Nabak seats of set 1. I sanded and used Nabak eraser. After using it, got pretty dirty. Is it possible to clean it or put it in trash? No, it's possible to clean. So, in the set 1 is a special leather. It's not a normal leather. What we have normally in a car.
I'm glad he clarified that he's talking about the Nubak eraser and not the seat. So all right, okay.
Now the eraser is pretty dirty, no? Is it possible to clean it or put it in trash? Now you can't clean it. So what it did is absorbing all the dirt, and then it is inside of the eraser. You can sand it a little bit down, and then it comes lighter, brighter again. And then you can use the eraser again. So referring to the eraser, of course. Okay, so you can't really clean it. You just can sand it a little bit, and the eraser will come smaller, and then you can use it for. But we recommend to stay on one color with every
each eraser.
Each eraser. So it's a cheap. It's not a so expensive product, so it's fine. Veritas from Labo Cosmetica, the best panel wipes. It has a sprayer with it, never damaged mine so far. So I think that is the answer or the question before, no?
To the IK sprayer one, I think.
Yeah.
Right, if you say so.
Okay, so Igor is, the Colourlock scanner is perfect. Thank you, Igor, very nice. Leder Reparaturservice, our Colourlock center. Falco, yeah. We always, he's in the, we always say he's the Colourlock Center USA, because USA means in translation the lower area
Of Austria.
Germany. Of
Oh,
Germany.
Oh, okay.
So when you translate it, der untere südliche Abschnitt, so the under south area. South, the under south area. So yeah, Falco, nice that you are here. So Maki at Nico's Perfect Polish Spice Hacker Permanent Silicon Remover 7010 is heavy.
Naphtha.
Naphtha,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah,
Base
that's one of
providers.
Merdad's favorite products. No, I'm just kidding. I think Merdad used to use something like that.
Yeah, but then
you cars down as a prep saw.
Yeah, but you was right that this product is a high alcohol, no?
Yeah, it's very, very strong, petroleum based. So
okay, at Nico again from Maki, Perfect Polish. Please send me an email. Oh, that's nice, Maki.
Yep.
So we would recommend he will help. Maki is also the first IDA certified detailer in Norway.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Just to let
Congrats.
you know who he is. So the next guy, Ram, maybe you will read it.
Detailing collect, as yet one can confirm the life of the virus on different surfaces. Apparently you want over 70 Celsius to kill it. It's why people are trying to use steam, but steamer is only 100 plus at the tip or the hose. Right.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't recommend this for leather because it's too hot, too much water.
Too hot, yeah.
And on the long run, on the long term, you will damage your leather and your vinyl. For textile or fabrics, that is not bad to clean. And there's a lot of other things on a car you can clean with the steamer things well, no?
Yeah.
I think you guys agree with me. And but on leather, vinyl, and plastic, or on leather and vinyl, we don't recommend this.
Yeah. Jason, with the next question, is there a plan to create a product that will kill bacteria 100%?
There's a plan, but it's
there's a plan, but it's not going to happen. That's what I was thinking.
It's also
an idea, but we won't be exploring.
No, that is by nature law not possible to do. We want to do, but when you have an organic surface, you always have bacteria on it. So you can bring down on your fingers the bacteria area. Maybe it's RLU on this level. It will you can bring it down maybe to 400, but never lower because it's an organic surface, and it's more or less the same by leather. When you do it on metal, you can bring it down to 10 or to 12, but never to 0. It is impossible to do. So
that answers that question.
We wish to do this, but it's not possible. So Dino at Nico, Perfect Polish, you should try Pressol Industry sprayer from Solvents. Okay.
Yep.
And the next one's for you, Lars, Heinrich.
Yeah, that one's nice and easy for you, Lars.
Hallo Lars, ja, now I can pronounce it correctly. Ich habe einen Testansatz für eine permanente aufwischbare. Okay, so he's telling us, I know this already, but he remember me on this chat here. So he has he created a product what you can apply with a glove on every surface, and it will stop for a long term that bacteria come back. You know, so even if you touch it, the surface will say, oh, I don't want this. Yeah, so it stops that the surface get bacteria again. This product is not ready now to sell, but the tests are still working, and we're looking very positive forward that it will come out this year and will helpful. So The idea is when you have a steering wheel or you have a door panel handle, what you touch very often, that you disinfect it, and that you then wipe this product from him, that you don't have to clean it so often because it is on a longer time, even you touch it without any bacteria. Yeah, very complicated chemical stuff, but that is, yeah, my friend Heinrich has always this crazy things on his desk. Okay, so Colourlock Romania, and answer from Jason Dodd, as long as we live in a world where the pollution is daily up and down, it is possible to find a sentence. Yeah, okay. Cesar is asking, Lars, there is a possible of packaging the defective in a 5. We don't have this plan to put it in a 5 liter. That's nearly a gallon. No? Gallon is 3.6 liter, something like this. I don't know. So we don't have a plan to do it in a gallon or in a 5 liter format. So we have 1 liter. And the next step is 120 liters. So, no, yeah. So next question is for you, Levi.
Levi, don't know if you can buy it through a vendor over here, but the Valet Pro UK has enzyme odor remover. Never failed me yet. Smell last tried on 2-week-old, 2 pints of milk left in the footwell. So yeah, you're correct. An enzyme odor remover, not just the Valet Pro, but any enzymatic odor remover is great for protein stains, which
Yes.
Milk is a protein. So that enzyme goes in and eats that protein. So you're right. Yep, that's actually one of the questions on the IDA, CD, and SV examinations. So,
yeah. But enzyme is also not without any risk. That is what you have to say also about this. So, and you have to clean after you use the
you have to clean, yeah.
Cleaner.
Yep.
You have to clean very well with clear water or something.
Yep.
I don't. Yeah. So you can remove
that material eats.
yeah,
as
it
we
eats.
say.
That is how it is. And this product also, when you let it inside, for example, you clean a fabric seat with an enzyme cleaner, yeah, and you don't clean it good enough with clear water after you use it, it will come dirty much more faster than before. Yeah. So enzyme cleaners works very well, not on leather, not really on vinyl, but for fabrics it's very, very good. And we recommend, but yeah, be careful with this. It is very strong and clean after with water very well. That is, I think it's you see this the same, Levi, no?
Yep, exactly. I agree.
Yeah. So Cesar say muy bien, thank you, no?
One final one for you, Levi, again.
It's again for Levi.
What's your favorite cloth to use on the most delicate lacquer? I'm working on this moment on an old-timer Mercedes 220 SE with a Unilac. Even looking at it gets scratched. So
don't look at it.
Yeah, just stop what you're doing. Walk away. No, when you get into something with soft clear coat or lacquer, you need to make sure that what you're using is something that one has a high pile, more of a high pile cloth, or thicker, more plush cloth. Most people run into is they use, there's a standard terry weave microfiber towel. We do recommend you keep a towel at a 70-30. That way you can hold on a second. That way you can get the softest microfiber. 70-30 blended is the softest that you can get, and then having a high very plush towel creates a lot of cushion. That way when it's folded into fourths, what you're not creating is pressure points on the surface, because those pressure points are what's going to cause your micro marring or scratching that you're getting and running into. So many times I've had folks that just grab a traditional 80-20 microfiber when they're wiping the compound and polish, and they're like, man, it's it's leaving this scratching, this micromarring. And so that's when we switch them over and say, hey, go to a 70-30, but then also increase your GSM and get something that's a little more plusher and thicker. That way you've been able to limit the amount of surface pressure as you're wiping. And that can be, it can be different weaves. It can be plush. It can be a dual pile. It can be, I mean, even you know, a normal 365. This is a Drago, but it's just a 365. As long as you're creating the right amount of space in between you and the paint surface with enough of a light enough pressure, you shouldn't cause any more of those micromarrings with the soft 70-30 blended microfiber. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay.
So yeah, we nearly know over 1 hour. So my idea was to do this first session more or less 1 hour, and yeah, maybe we can quickly talk a little bit about the situation also across the world. I will tell the people. So India is locked down. Maybe Ram, do you hear something from your parents or something like this?
Yeah. My parents have been practically indoors. I mean, my dad's 72, so he's refraining from going outside. Obviously, at his age, he's probably more, he's more at risk of getting it. But I think the biggest thing is the biggest thing in India is there's no testing anywhere near the scale of what should be happening. I mean, it's a country of 1.3 billion people. I think, if they were to start testing and if they were to get cases found out, I don't know how the country would be able to cope. So I think they're operating on a 21-day lockdown at the moment, and we'll just wait and see how things progress. But that's in India. I think you spoke to people.
I spoke to Shong, what is our distributor in Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei. Everything is locked down there, especially Singapore is very restrictable. Nobody can go outside. Everybody's testing, and they stopped everything. Just supermarkets, pharmacies, and bakeries are open. And that's the same in Malaysia as well. And he lives in Calais, so in a very big city. And he says the military and the police also stopped streets, blocked streets. That it's not allowed to go out. They will they will give you a fine when you are more than one person in Malaysia. And for him, it's very worse because he's not allowed to do any jobs. And I asked him also, Shong, to join us on this meeting here, but he's in an area where he lives is the internet connecting not good enough. So unfortunately, he can't join us here. But maybe when the situation come better, then Shong will come also. It's the same in Vietnam. So Mandy is our partner there. They locked down until April 20. Everything, and from yesterday. So from yesterday's beginning, it's not allowed for her to work, and just so they really locked down the whole country. It's unbelievable that somebody do this. In Japan, opposite thing is they do still training. They can work normally. I mean, social distance is anyhow in the culture of Japanese. So that is something what is maybe not so new for them. No? I mean, Terry, you live also 10 years in Shanghai before you moved to Australia. So you know that the Asian people have anyhow more distance, no? To hug a people or give a kiss on the on the face is nothing what they normally do. No? So
but to counter that, they do have very high, densely populated areas, which is not a good thing in this situation. So anywhere where you have really dense population, which many of the Asian cities have, I think in Australia we're quite spread out. So we have lots of rural areas, but high density cities are a worry.
Yeah. Okay. So and then what Levi, what you say for the US with every state do it in a different way. It's the same in Europe also. Every country has a different situation, different laws, and do it a different. They try to find a solution of the European Union, but the situation in Spain, France, and especially in Italy is more worse than in the Scandinavian area.
Yeah.
So in Italy is now locked down the whole country for nearly 3 weeks now, and when I speak to our partner Massimo, he lives between Verona and Venedig, so nearly by Milan. He say it's just sad to see how the country falling down, how many people die, how many people go sick, and
we had Jeanette, by the way, who's commented saying, Jeanette is on here on the comments.
Oh, Jeanette,
posted,
hi. Yeah, hi Jeanette. Nice that you meet us. So Jeanette is the wife from Massimo. So Jeanette and Massimo cares for Italy together, and they have a hard life there. They still can send products, but of course the national post office doesn't work very well, and that is the same what we have in Germany. We care also for France, for example, by yourself, but the whole Paris area with 10 million people is now not. DHL doesn't bring package in there, so we can't. They can order, but we can't send. So that is the problem. That's
unfortunate situation at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe we will finish the last few questions, and then because it's not so much, then I think we can care for this, and then where we been. Good job, excellent.
So Maki's, refresh knowledge of leather pair up above there. So Leder repair, die Leder Wirkenstadt Newken.
Terry, what time?
What time are we going fishing in Australia, Terry?
There you go, Terry. There's a question there for you.
What was the question? Can you read it for? I haven't got
What
it
time
on
are
the
you
screen.
going fishing in Australia?
I just have to turn around. I go fishing.
Yeah.
24/7, huh?
Yeah. Well, the ocean is just a few hundred meters away, so we can fish.
That's what Lars was saying. You're just right on the other side of that wall, basically.
Yeah.
The other side of the wall. You can jump in your boat and drive outside of the sea, no? Yeah. This I have to say this, Terry. That's one of the most beautiful places where you live. It is unbelievable nice. Yeah.
Waiting for you to come back.
No, I always say it's like UK with happy people and good weather.
What? There's no need for that.
Okay.
Maybe we can have a Colourlock meeting here one day.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. So, Lars, is there any professional certification trainings in Germany in all near future? Refreshing leather and repair come from Austria, not. You come from Austria, not Croatia. Sorry, Dino. Yes, of course. After the virus, we will try again, or we will offer again trainings. We will offer in different kind of languages the training, and we will come back to this. Jeanette, good job, excellent. Thank you, Jeanette, for this compliment. So one question for you, Live. I guess you have a lot of experience with Tesla Ultra Wide. Plastic seats in the USA. We have been trying a lot of stuff to... I don't know, you don't have so much Teslas, I guess, no? So
we have,
more,
in
Norway,
we have
popular,
Teslas,
no?
but we have Teslas, but I
not with ultra wide.
I don't get a lot of I don't get Teslas anymore. I used to when I owned my detail shop. Now I don't touch Tesla seats anymore, unless maybe someone comes into the store and shows them to us. But yeah, so I don't have a lot of experience with it, but it is that vegan leather. So it is just, it's not real, so to speak. So I think he says later on down here, it says again, but it requires a lot of work with GLG and strong cleaner. red and yellow stains from clothes are almost impossible to remove 100% from those seats. Yeah, I would, it's hard to say, but I usually try to get somebody that's going to buy a Tesla. Previously, when I had my shop, would try and get them in so I could get that stuff protected before they went a couple weeks, specifically on the seats, just because that is a very difficult plastic that you're basically having to clean. So
I just can recommend when somebody buy a Tesla with the ultra wide, buy at the same time leather shield and apply before you use it the first time, because then you can
at least have that barrier.
Easy to clean.
You have a barrier, and then you have an option to clean it. When you don't do this and you have a dye transfer on it, it is not 100% possible to do. It is with GLD and strong leather cleaner. You can, what Mackie say. Okay, so Lars, is it possible to accept the shelf life of Cresslinker? I use really little it on, mostly have to throw away. So what we did with this Cresslinker is the shelf lifetime is just 6 months at the moment. But what we did is we changed a little bit the recipe, and now we can stock it for 1 year. But when you don't open it, when you open it, the shelf life is 6 months. So you can buy it when it's closed. It's longer, has a longer shelf time. But when you open it once time, then it's just 6 months. But as long as it is good, you can use it also after it's like a yogurt, just because it's 1 week over the shelf lifetime, it's still okay and you can eat it. No? Maybe, or maybe not. Check how it smells, how it looks like. Can you shake it? Then you still can use it. It's the same with the Cresslinker. Lars, harsh but fair. Okay. For Makis Kaspar, finds a Brindley from Concourse detailing in UK in Insta. He does Tesla all day long.
Okay. Yep, there you go. Someone that's been touched them every single day.
Lederreparaturservice, meine Freunde, ich muss los. Einer muss ja arbeiten. Schönes Wochenende und bleibt gesund. Okay, so Alex is writing down. Hey guys, I have to leave because one guy on the planet has to do some work. I wish you all a nice weekend and stay healthy. Yeah, that is, I think we can say this.
A nice way to end for us.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, guys, thank you very much that you did this with me, especially Terry and Levi, for this hard time.
Of course, brother.
Yeah, for me it was big fun, and appreciated that you did this. And I think as long we can't travel so much, maybe this is a good thing to do this again. Next time we will
stay in touch.
Take another time that is maybe easier for Terry, and next time easier for Levi. And Ram and me, we have to wake up in the night or early in the morning. So we will see. So I hope you enjoy all of this. From my point, maybe everybody will say something, starting with Ram and then.
It's Falco, not Alex. Okay.
Lederreparaturservice. Falco has working. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Oh, well.
So Ram.
No, thanks a lot, guys. I think it was great fun. Levi, Terry, thanks for joining us. I think it was good seeing you. And I think we should have all caught up by now. Lars, I think you were meant to be in Australia doing some training with Terry. I was meant to be doing some training in the US, but all of that's come down to a halt. But I think we've got bigger things to think about. So yeah, all I want to say is everyone just stay safe, stay healthy, and this will all be over soon, hopefully, fingers crossed, and we can all get back to doing what we really love doing.
Yeah.
So Terry,
thank you for inviting me to join you guys. Been a lot of fun and good to meet you guys online, and I'll be happy to join the next one. But everybody stay safe. Let's hope that we can all get back to normal pretty soon,
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. So Levi, you have the final words.
Well, thank you boys for having me on. Thanks for hanging out. Terry, I don't know if you knew this, but when Lars and Ram come to Boise, they stay like right down the street from my house. The last few times they've rented Airbnb houses in my neighborhood. Totally.
I could practically access his Wi-Fi network. That's
He
how
did.
close
The
we
next
were.
morning he asked me, he's like, "Is this your Wi-Fi?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I can almost get it." So thank you guys. You guys are like closer than brothers to me. And Terry, it was great meeting you. And yeah, it definitely feels weird, to not be able to travel to see you guys to do this stuff, because we do have a lot of stuff planned for this year. And so hopefully we can continue with that and everything's, sorts itself out. But this is the next best thing. So thanks for having me on. And if you guys want to check out the Rag Company, check out the ragcompany.com. We're all over the world. Rag Company Europe, which is ragcompany.shop. And then we've even got a place down in where Terry's near in Australia called AU Car Care Co. Just thanks and appreciate it.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you guys. So thank you. Bye bye.
Peace out. Catch you soon.